on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review, and today we have a very special one that I'm very excited for. We have the Ringside Collectibles exclusive WWE Mattel Mega Powers 2-pack. Again, this is only available at ringsidecollectibles.com. Use promo code 4LIFE. It will save you 10% off your order at checkout. Funny story with this one. Again, very excited to get it. Huge Hulkamaniac. Obviously love Macho Man, and the first time ever we're getting a 2-pack with the Mega Powers. And this decided to take a detour around the whole state of New York. Usually my packages come here within a day or two from Ringside, living in the same state as them. And this one just took a little longer, so I'm sorry for the delay. You blame the post office for that, but it finally did show up nice and safe. You got Macho Man and Hulk in the box. I actually did order another one just to keep in the box, keep mock, because obviously, man, come on, it's the Mega Powers. I got them doing the handshake. This is going to be a fun review to go through. And you can see they come with a ton of accessories, man. The box art looks great. Again, the Mattel packaging team really killing it with all these exclusives. You also do get the Mega Powers backdrop, if you guys can see it behind the figures. But you can see Macho Man comes with interchangeable hands. The interchangeable head, we have seen these face scans before. Obviously, with the newest Ultimate Edition figures, we saw the smiling scan and the tongue out scan with the NWO figure. But for the first time, we're getting a closed-eyed head scan for Hogan. So a lot of people are confused as why are we getting him with the closed eyes? If you guys do remember when they would do the Mega Powers handshake, Hogan would have that face where his eyes are closed and they're like gripping the hands. So that's to reenact that moment. That's why they went with that head scan. I'm a little confused why they didn't actually throw it on the figure. I guess maybe they figured the other one just looked better for display. But, you know, if they're doing the Mega Powers shake, it would be cool to slap that head on there. I can't wait to throw it on this figure and see what it looks like. You see, also does come with a headband that looks to be very similar to the Defining Moments Hulk Hogan headband that we got a while ago. You get the Hulk Rules shirt again. That one came with a Survivor Series shirt. And also, I didn't mention, Macho Man comes with a nice soft goods robe, the Winged Eagle Championship belt. He gets the headband and the glasses. So, a ton of accessories with these guys. They all look great, but let's look at the packaging itself. You got the WWE logo, Elite Collection, Ringside Collectibles exclusive. You got Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan here on the top. I love this. It has Mega Powers. Look at the image of Hulk and Macho. I really would have loved this bandana, maybe as like an extra accessory. That would have been kind of cool to have it come with Hulk, or even the chain. But I guess we've got so many from the Ultimate Edition. I definitely do have extras. You got the Mega Powers on the side here. Take a look at that. Looks really good. You got the stars going around the Elite Collection. And look at the read-up and the images of Macho and Hulk on the back. You can see Madness meets the Mania. Got the WWE official logo here. You got the Elite Collection at the top. This is just like such an exciting set. And I can't believe we have yet to have this in figure form till now. Kudos to Steve from Mattel. He really was an advocate for pushing for this, and the Mattel team got it done. So happy to have this from Ringside Collectibles. Anyways, enough chatting. Let's crack these guys out of their packaging. Before we get into the actual figures themselves, I did want to show you that little cardboard backing that comes with the figure. So it's just a cardboard backdrop that has the Mega Powers logo on there. It looks pretty nice and will be awesome to use for your figure photography. Starting us off first, we're taking a look at the Macho Man. He comes with quite a few accessories, but as far as the interchangeable pieces, you do get a set of the more open hands. You get a set of the mic holding hands that come on the figure. You also do get an interchangeable head. So we have seen this scan before with the most recent Ultimate Edition NWO Macho Man. And I do have that head here. You can see the difference in comparison. So obviously, if you guys didn't notice, the Mega Powers Macho Man does have the darker tan that we've been getting, that orange kind of spray tan on a lot of the newer like Elite Hogans. This is only the second Mattel figure, I'm going to say, that actually has this skin tone. I don't know how I feel about it. If you look at the back of the packaging for the Mega Powers, you can see Hogan and Macho are pretty tan. So I want to say this tan is probably more accurate for your Macho Man. But as far as uniformity, I personally like how my other Macho Mans display together. And now I'm going to have one that has a darker tan for no reason. Interesting is, you know, why they went this route. I'm not sure, but I know Steve from Mattel did say that probably going forward, Macho Man will not have this tan, so this may be a one-off. Who knows if they revisit it, but last I heard, this is kind of the one-off skin tone that we're going to see. Additionally, you get this awesome entrance robe. You can see it's got the nice designs on the front. And this isn't too thick or heavy of a material. If you guys did have the defining moments of Macho Man, that entrance coat did have more thickness to it. Obviously, it had the fur that was going around it. This one's a little lighter, very nice. Does pop a nice bright red with a yellow. He does come with this removable headband, which, again, we have seen with that defining moments Macho Man from WrestleMania, if you do have that in your collection. The orange sunglasses, we've definitely seen that before as well. Looks great on Macho here, and they are removable. So you can get a quick close-up of this headband. If you guys can see the nice designs on there that go all around. I really do like how that came out. And again, we'll get a close-up look at these Macho Man sunglasses with the orange. And you can see he also does come with a Winged Eagle Championship belt. He is loaded with accessories. Honestly, he blows Hogan away with all the accessories he comes with. But let's take a look at the robe from the back. You can see he has mega powers across it. I can't believe it took this long to get the mega powers. I mean, granted, I know they weren't like the most formidable tag team, but it's Hogan and Macho Man. Who didn't pop when the mega powers formed and when they exploded? Just a big moment in wrestling history, and it's crazy to think that we had to wait all this time to get an actual 2-pack of them. Surprised Jax never did it. And again, this head scan that is on the Macho Man here is one we've also seen kind of reused quite a few times. So I'll bring in the most recent NWO Macho, and you can see how they stack up. Obviously, the hair is a little lighter. It was an earlier era run of Macho versus the darker black hair. And this robe is easier to move. You can see it does tie in the front right there. Personally, I never like to untie this stuff because once I do, I feel like I can never get them back on the figure. So I'm going to gently pop this head off camera here. Jesus, that was a little snug. And I'm just going to remove the robe off the figure. So you can see the arms actually do slide into the slots here. And we will remove the robe gently because I'm going to keep him 100% displayed with the robe. Pop it off his head like that. And that'll save you from having to tie it again. I have these big uncoordinated hands sometimes, and I feel like it's impossible. But while we're at it, let's pop on the other head. These are a little snug to get on. I just don't want to break the neck peg. But if you guys want to see what the kind of tongue-out head looks like, for sure I'm going to be going with this one. Just seems more fitting to me. The belt obviously is removable. We have seen this Winged Eagle Championship belt quite a few times, and I'll bring the robe back one more time if you want to see it from the back. Just nice work of art here, if you ask me. I really like how this came out. And here we have our Mega Powers Macho Man. He does have the white tape on his hands. You can see the wrist tape, the double jointed elbows, the red knee pads. He's got the stars on his boots. Very classic, iconic attire. He's got the white over here underneath the knee pads. And here it is, the Mega Powers logo on the back. That is so sweet. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I can't even tell you guys. But anyways, I want to come back and let's run in through some comparisons. Starting off our comparisons, I have two of the Macho Man Ultimate Edition figures. So on the left, I have the New Gen Arena Macho Man. And on the right, I have the Ultimate Edition Series 8 Macho. And you can see how toyetic this guy is. I mean, the tires are just so different. You got him in just kind of simple black and white. You got more of the green and the yellows, and then him with a robe with the headband, just unbelievable. All of them such great, different, iconic looks. For your next set of comparisons, on the left, we have the Legend Series 11 Macho Man, and on the right, we have the Defining Moments Macho Man, which is probably most similar to the Mega Powers 2-pack Macho. He does have a robe. Obviously, the material is a lot thicker, a little different, but kind of the same design. This one does actually Velcro on the front versus the actual tie around his neck, if you guys can see that there. And another thing to point out, the Legends 11 on camera for some reason is looking to be taller, but he is not. I think that's just the bandana, kind of give him a little more height, but they are in scale and they are the same size. It really is the same body parts used. And if you guys did want to get a close-up of the robes, you can see how much thicker this Defining Moments Macho Man robe is. But every time they've done the robe on Macho right now, I feel like they've just come out so damn good. Moving on to Hulk Hogan, I will say I feel like he comes a little lighter on the accessory side versus Macho Man, but you do get a set of mic holding hands. Just like Macho, you get those kind of like more open hands. And you know, I'll be honest, I kind of wish we would have got a set of these kind of all the way open hands to kind of have them reenacting like that ridiculous handshake. I know obviously we get the molded hand, but when they're just about to do it and really grab hands. That would have been more fitting if you asked me. But again, I have so many different Hulk Hogan figures. These are just a set of Hogan hands, and they will work perfectly since they both have the same skin tone. And while we spoke about it, let's bring it in. So you do get the hand-shaking hands. They are molded, so they are not removable. You can see they are sculpted in there. They are not coming out, and this will be, I think it makes sense. I mean, this is the only way you're going to be able to display them on your display shelf, holding, shaking hands without trying to, reenact it once the hands come apart. So to me, this looks great. You can see the sculpting. Looks very nice. They're just holding hands, ready to get the mega powers together. Looks really good. We will definitely display that with the figures towards the end of this video. But additionally, you do get an interchangeable head. So if you guys do remember, when the Mega Powers locked hands, Hogan makes that kind of sleepy-eyed face where he closes his eyes. This is to reenact that moment. I know a lot of people are saying, what the hell is going on with Hogan's eyes or this face scan? That is the point of this one, to kind of reenact it. So I like it. I dig it. It's something very different, extra. The head scan here that actually comes on the figure, to me, looks very similar to the Defining Moments figure, kind of redone with the True FX and the new skin tone. So we will definitely get into comparisons and see if that is the case. But additionally, other accessories are a removable Hulkamania headband. I kind of wish, again, we would have gotten a bandana that was pictured on the box. I think that would have been something a little more different because, again, we did get the same headband, maybe a little different font or different placement with the Defining Moments figure. Additionally, you get the Hulk Rules tearaway shirt. So we saw this first with the Survivor Series Elite Hogan. It returns here with the Mega Powers. It tears away in the front. It's got the tears in the back here. So looks really nice. Obviously is removable like all of our Elite Hogans. Our Ultimate Hogans that we've gotten. The shirt we have seen plenty of times before. And again, there's nothing too exciting about this Hogan Elite. We've seen it over and over again. Same body. We just got one with the Elite 96. Same body. Survivor Series. Same thing. Does have the bigger double jointed arms. And not to say that I'm getting bored of the Elite Hogans. I'm going to buy them because I am a Hogan completist when it comes to the Mattel line. But definitely not the most exciting. I feel like this set together is more exciting. The figures individually on their own, I think Macho may be a little more exciting because it's different, but we've gotten so many Hogans. I'm not super crazy excited for this one, to say the least. But it does look good. You do get the Mega Powers logo on the back. So that really is the only difference versus your other Hogans. Again, the headband is removable. Just like the Defining Moments, you see the little spaces here on the side to kind of slide it through. And this is what I'm noticing. With the interchangeable head, there are no slots for you to put the headband in there. So if you guys did want to place this on this head, I guess you could kind of just have it drape over it because it kind of clasps on. And get a picture from the front. Maybe that won't look too bad, but you can see from the sides, you will see the tabs do stick out. Let's go ahead and swap this head out and just take a look at this kind of sleepy-eyed Hogan. I know a lot of people were curious to see how that looks. So that doesn't look too bad. I do like the look of it. And at some point, we're definitely going to reenact that handshake. But I do want to kind of see how these heads look on some of the Ultimate Edition figures. So in case you're wondering, here's one that had swapped on the Ultimate Edition Series 13 Hogan. It kind of sits a little high, but also it is very loose. I don't know why that is. But that doesn't quite work if you ask me. And I don't know, how's the scale? So this is the new Mattel Creations one. I feel like the head sits a little high, makes him just a little too tall. So I don't really like the way that looks. But you know what? Let's bring in the kind of sleepy-eyed head and see how that looks on this body. If you guys are curious, I think it's the same. It's maybe not as jiggly, but it does sit a little high. So if you did want to kind of do an Ultimate Edition custom, I know I've been doing a lot of conversions from Elites to Ultimate. The heads don't sit quite that nicely. Probably going to need a little more modifications for it to work. Starting off our Hulk Hogan comparisons, on the left we have the Defining Moments Hulk Hogan, and on the right we have the Survivor Series Elite. You can see both these figures do have some similar accessories that come with the Mega Powers Hulk Hogan. Here you can see the Survivor Series cloth t-shirt does carry over, as well as the headband from the Defining Moments. You can see the Hulkamania logo is a little bigger and a little more centered on the newest Elite versus the Defining Moments. Also, you will see the skin tone has been updated for the newer Elites versus the original Defining Moments, but the head scan does seem to be the same scan, just kind of added with a True FX and again the new skin tone. Next up, we have a few different Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. So on the left, we have the Amazon Fan Takeover Hulk Hogan. Next to that, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 13, and on the very right, we have the newest Mattel Creations Coliseum Collections Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. Obviously, you can see the differences, minus the gear, is the height. So you will notice the Ultimate Edition figures are taller versus the Elite. And if you ask me, the Ultimates are more in the accurate scale for Hulk Hogan versus the Elites. For our last set of comparisons, on the very left, I have a custom Ultimate Edition Series 13 Hulk Hogan. This figure is using the Defining Moments accessories as well as the head from the Showdown 2-pack that came with the Andre the Giant figure. This head scan itself does fit really well on the Ultimate Edition body. It does not have any looseness or wobbliness like the Mega Powers Elite head. So that is definitely an option if you want to go with something that the head scans are a little similar, and we'll pull them in close so you can see that they do share some similarities. I think the paint applications are just a little different as far as how the eyes and the mustache is painted, but again, very similar, and the headband will fit on that head as well. Next to that, we have the Elite 96 Hulk Hogan, again sharing the same body style that we've seen over and over again, but obviously a different head scan. And on the very right, we have the Storm Collectibles Hulk Rules Hulk Hogan. Look at the Mega Powers uniting with that handshake, but before we wrap up here with some final thoughts, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. For you guys new to the channel, I appreciate you guys checking out this video review. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe for more reviews coming up down the road. Make sure to turn on those notification bells to get notified for every new WWE and AEW review coming to my YouTube channel here. But as far as these two figures go, highly recommend it. Again, the Mega Powers were iconic. Macho Man and Hulk Hogan were such huge megastars, you know, across pop culture, and for them to unite and become a team, just unbelievable time in wrestling. Again, very iconic. I can't say anything more about it, and I get the Hogan may be something that, you know, you don't really need if you have an Elite Hulk Hogan. It really just has some added, you know, accessories with the Mega Powers logo on his trunks, but Macho Man just comes with stacked with a lot of accessories, and pairing them together, whether you're going to keep them mock or on your display shelf, will look great. And don't forget, if you have the Elite 77 Miss Elizabeth, you can complete the trio with Macho and Hulk and have your full Mega Powers team. So again, I highly recommend these figures. They are now shipping and available from ringsidecollectibles.com. Don't forget to use promo code 4LIFE. It will save you 10% off your order. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more great figure content. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on the next one.